This is what remains of Haiti's presidential palace after the earthquake, and parts of it, the front of it, really just crumbled, collapsed. And by Haiti's building standards, this was probably one of the most secure buildings. So to understand why Haiti was so poor and so ill-equipped to cope with a disaster of this scale, you have to follow the trail of corruption that robbed Haiti of so much over the years. The trail leads back to Papa Doc Duvalier and his son Baby Doc, who used to rule this country. Happy Boudreau is keeping him honest.
We've come to Paris in search of the man who wrecked Haiti. The man whose family stole as much as $1 billion from one of the neediest countries in the world.
From the $500 million we documented, which are probably half of the money which has been embezzled by Mr. Duvalier and his wife and their accomplices, we have evidence that they transferred abroad $120 million. It's like
Gilles Auguste is the attorney who was hired to get the money back. And he's talking about this man, Jean-Claude Duvalier, known as Baby Doc. But it was really a father and son act. Baby Doc's father was a brutal dictator known as Papa Doc Duvalier. He began their nearly 30-year crime spree in the 1950s. They had a vicious secret militia, the Tonton Macoute. Roughly translated, it means the boogeymen. Under their reign of terror, as many as 60,000 Haitians were killed. After his father died, Baby Doc took larceny to a new level, especially after he married his glamorous wife, Michelle. Together, they used their country like a personal piggy bank.
It's like the president going to the Federal Reserve and upon instruction of the president, please give $100,000.
Just writing himself checks.
Absolutely. And that was happening almost every day. Cash, 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 cash. And this is the Bank of the Republic.
Oh, my goodness.
You see?
He was just using this as his personal bank account.
Absolutely. Here they are debiting something like $400,000, and these $400,000 are debited from the National Defense to New York, care of Spritzer and Furman, which is a nice jewelry shop in New York.
Jacques Salle also worked on the case.
Another example. On following instruction by His Excellency the President for Life, please transfer $100,000 to the Ferrari automobile company in Modena, Italy, you know.
So he was buying himself cars,
yes.
And what other things was he buying himself?
Roughly $20 million to buy, I would say, stuff. You know, jewelry, mink coats, a yacht, cars, etc. And then $100 million in cash or in real estate. That's why we believe that they had about $100 million when they went away.
A popular uprising forced the Duvaliers to run away to France in 1986. But many of those who conspired and enriched themselves with the dictator remained in power, allowing Baby Doc to escape free and clear. At first, the ex-dictator and his wife lived like royalty on the French Riviera. But the Duvaliers' riches and romance came to an end. Their divorce was messy. Michelle reportedly ended up with most of the loot, according to British journalist Peter Allen, who showed us her ritzy Parisian penthouse. She's on the top floor.
She's on the top floor. She has a rather impressive apartment up there, which suggests she's retained quite a bit of the money that they managed to bring out of their homeland.
Baby Doc fell on harder times, and he's kept a very low profile. Despite his once vast wealth, critics say he's now hiding from bill collectors.
Whereas his wife is now living in a penthouse, he is likely to be living in a small... What they are, they're the kind of little flats which were originally used for servants in the building.
We heard Baby Doc was in this lower rent Parisian neighborhood, so we showed a local store owner his picture.
Une photo?
Oui. Oh, c'est bien lui, oui, oui. C'est bien lui.
So you've seen him?
Ah ouais, ouais.
Okay.
He said he was once a regular customer, but the trail was now cold.
Monsieur Duvalier. Monsieur Duvalier? Merci. No?
This is all part of the mystery. And it's a mystery that needs to be solved if we are to put the questions to him that deserve to be put to him.
Duvalier had disappeared, like most of his money. But we did find what little was left. It's held in a UBS account in Geneva, Switzerland.
Out of the whole fortune of the Duvaliers, we managed to find only $5 to $7 million at UBS here in Geneva. For the rest, it's probably in the hands of lawyers, real estate agents. We don't know, and probably even the Duvaliers don't know. But in any case, the money will not go back to the Duvaliers. Don't worry about that.
That's because attorney Mark Henzelin blocked those funds on behalf of two men, victims, who were tortured during Duvalier's reign.
My family was telling me it's time now to leave the country because if you don't leave, they will kill you.
Etzer Lalande won his case against Duvalier, but he hasn't seen a dime. He says he's not fighting this battle for personal gain.
I will fight till I get there because I don't want Duvalier to get a dime in this money. This money is for the people of Haiti. The people of Haiti will use this money.
People who desperately need it now more than ever. That's why Jacques Salle is so sorry Baby Doc has never been held accountable.
How responsible is he for the people of Haiti in the aftermath of the earthquake, given the fact that he had stolen so much money from them?
They destroyed the country completely. The army, the church, the university, everything was destroyed, everything. So they are naturally responsible for the state of the country today.
Just one day before the earthquake, Switzerland's Supreme Court ruled it could no longer block Duvalier's funds. But the Swiss federal government then quickly stepped in and promised to create a new law that would prevent Duvalier from ever getting that money. Abby Boudreau, CNN, London.
Of course, should also point out the United States government supported the Duvalier regimes for years during the Cold War. A lot of that money was probably given by the United States initially. Papa Doc, Baby Doc, they've been out of the picture for a long time. So who else is to blame? Well, we pick up the money trail when we come back. We'll take a look at who's been bleeding Haiti dry over the years.